now that we've kind of looked at water bears as a whole, as thoroughly as we can, I think, I would like to end with the final mind blowing aspect of our story. These animals were first discovered in the year 1773. That's right. We have known about water bears for 248 years. And essentially, we have had the same questions about them the entire time. So it makes me wonder why it's been so challenging to fully understand them. I mean, we've known about them since before the signing of the Declaration of Independence. So it seems like we've had plenty of time to understand them, and we still can't answer the questions of how they're doing what they're doing. We can't answer the question of what is the purpose of their durability? Like, why are they so durable? What is the reason for that? And there's a bunch of other questions that we haven't been able to answer in almost 250 years about these animals. And so for fun, I would like to offer you a hypothesis as to why we might not be able to understand them ever. Not only in the last 250 years, because we haven't fully understood them in that time, but we may never be able to. And before I go into it, let me just say, remember, this is just my hypothesis. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I mean, I seriously do not take this theory for me as anything other than the ramblings of a guy on YouTube who suffers from heartburn and failed his driver's test on the first attempt. Like, this is just a guy telling you what I think could be a possibility. But still, hear me out. What if the bears originally came here from outer space? I mean, the vacuum of space doesn't kill them, right? So we already know that. And we don't understand how they're able to do what they do. And we also don't understand why they're nearly indestructible in the first place. Everything about them seems legitimately alien. What if they found themselves in a situation where something displaced them throughout the cosmos in the same way that a gentle breeze displaces dandelion seeds all over a field? The dandelion's not in control of that. However, they become displaced in almost a random way. There's no rhyme or reason for it. They just go as the wind goes. And what if that happened to the water bears? And as they were floating through space, they eventually got to Earth and they landed here, just like those dandelions land in any random part of the field that they just happen to land in. And what if the water bears just started adapting and creating more water bears when they were here? Just like those seeds just start adapting and creating more dandelions when they land in that field. I mean, you have to admit it would explain why water bears are so challenging for scientists to understand. And it also breeds the question, if that's the case, and they were from space, what's their purpose here? Is it entirely random like the dandelions? Or is it possible that it's something else? We don't have anything else like them here on Earth. And so some sort of extraterrestrial explanation does seem to make a little bit of sense. And honestly, alien or not, that's the question I would like the answer to. What is their purpose for being so indestructible? And if you still aren't sure about that theory, that's okay. If I didn't grab your attention there and you don't think, man, that makes a lot of sense, Nick, that's totally fine. But what I will ask you to do before you entirely dismiss it, seriously, go to Google, type water bears into the search, hit images, and take a look at some of the 3D renderings of them. You'll know the difference between like the microscope pictures and then the 3D renderings. Look at some of the 3D renderings and tell me that those animals don't look like one of the most alien things you have ever seen in your entire life. I'm telling you, it's absolutely worth the time to go Google it. I am telling you. You will be very, very happy that you did.